type down in the chat box, then I will explain to you later on. And then, or you can just stop me, or we can leave it to the Q&A sessions later. Okay, so this is where we are. Let me enlarge it. So in the UK, you see on the top, Edinburgh. So that is Scotland. Further down, you see Manchester, Birmingham, London, Bristol. That is England. And to the left, you see USW, Cardiff. So that is where we are. And further up, and you see Belfast. So that is Northern Ireland. So UK is actually made up of 4 countries. Okay, so we are in Wales. Wales itself is a country. In the southern part where you see Cardiff, that is the capital city. It's like Yangon to Myanmar. Okay, so we are in capital city, and there's a lot of advantage for you to study in capital city, but it's not really busy kind of capital city like in Birmingham, in Manchester, in London. Those are too busy. Ours is just nice, a lot of local people. And then also later on, I will talk about visa. Your student visa actually allows you to work in the UK. So if you get to go to UK to study, your visa allows you to work every week. Okay, 1 week you can do 20 hours, 20. So 1 week, but do 20 hours during term time, means during semester, during classes time, 1 week, 20 hours. School holidays, you can do 40 hours, 40. So because you are in a capital city, you are in a city not too far away, your salary, actually, your 1 hour salary is about £10 per hour. So that is a lot of money. So towards the end, I will show you how much you can earn and how you can do part-time jobs to pay for your living expenses. Okay, and then so assuming 1 week you can do 20 hours, means 1 week you earn £200. Okay, later I will show you with £200 what you can do. Okay, so when you go to London, UK, you can land in London, you can land in Cardiff, you can land in Bristol, up to you, because this is where you can land. That's the nearest airport to us. So we have, I will not talk about this, nothing much really. It's just a promo video, very short. And this is, we have 3 campuses. We have Cardiff campus, we have Newport campus, we have Pontypridd campus. Pontypridd itself is a town, okay? It is not pronounced as Pontypridd, yeah? It's Pontypridd, okay? It's a Welsh language. So let's start with this one first, Cardiff campus. So Cardiff is our creative campus. So if you do design courses like fashion, animation, graphic, illustration, film, and all this, they're all here in this campus called City Campus. Okay, and in this City Campus, so all 3 campuses that we have, they are all having the address of Cardiff. So look at the bottom. Cardiff is the most affordable UK city. It is always the most affordable city since 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 22. 23, we were number 2. 24, we were number 1 again. So it is always most affordable city, meaning very budget friendly, meaning if you do part-time jobs, you are able to cover your rent, your food, groceries, and things like that. Okay, so we will talk about that later on. So we have another campus called Newport campus. This is, as you see, it's a small campus. Accommodations are all around. It's another smaller city campus. The Cardiff one is the big one. This is about 16 minutes, 1/6 by train from Cardiff city center. So if you stay here, you study here, you don't really have to go to Cardiff because it's already a city. And then here it's a boutique campus where you study courses like education, you do MBA, you do professional courses, you do cybersecurity, only here. They're based here. So very small campus only for special courses. Okay, student accommodation are all around. Still in Cardiff. This is also in Cardiff. And this is main campus. So when you go to USW, if you study courses, which I didn't mention just now, because the creative courses are in Cardiff. The specialist ones like education, like cybersecurity, like MBA, they are in Newport. Other than that, business, psychology, law, they are here. engineering, computing, they are all here in the middle. Okay, so this is main campus. They do most of the programs here. This is university accommodation. So if you have not been to UK first time, you want to stay in the UK, best to stay in university accommodation. So it is not like a long corridor with rooms by the side. It's actually like an apartment. So you can choose whom you want to stay with. And then everyone is like an apartment with 5 to 6 rooms. Everyone get a room. And in every room, there's bathroom. So you don't share room, you don't share bathroom. Okay? And when you all come out from your room, you share the kitchen, you share the common area. So this is a typical university accommodation. And receptionist is 24/7, like hotel, things like that. This is why to stay in the whole Europe country, to stay in university accommodation, it's more expensive than you stay outside. Outside this part is private residential, private accommodation. For them to come in, it's only 2 minutes walk, very, very near. The supermarkets, the banks, they're all in this area. So most students want to stay outside. If you want to stay outside, let me know. I can help, but cannot guarantee because to stay outside is very cheap. Just 2 days ago, I just filled one of the houses, with Malaysian students. So very quickly we fill the students. Okay, but if you want to, we can still look help you to source for accommodation. I've got some very good landlord contacts, but if worst case scenario, you couldn't find any, you can still stay in university accommodation for your first year, year 2, year 3, move out. Okay, because it's cheaper to stay outside. It's for university accommodation is guaranteed, but it's not compulsory. So this is student union, sports complex, student union, you can do part-time jobs here. We have manicure, we should do your nails. We have barber, we have bars, we have a nightclub. So it's very safe. This whole area, this whole thing that you are seeing is university compound. It's huge, okay? It's one of the largest university in UK, gated, guarded. It is very safe. And then, so there's a train station in front of the university called Treforest Station. Glenturf, you don't see it here. It's not common for Myanmar student. Glenturf is opposite private residential. And Glenturf is our science campus. You do nursing, you do sports science, you do biomedical, those courses which is not common for the Burmese student. Okay? So why study business management? Today, we're going to focus on business, focus on computing, focus on engineering before I go to scholarships. So you have an idea what we offer, okay? So as a university, we do a lot of our university, what you can expect is, in terms of ranking, we are top overall 51 in the UK of 1 over the 100 university. But we do what you can expect when you come to study in our university is very hands-on. Most of the programs, no exam, but you still get grades, meaning you do presentation, you do reports, you do your ideas, present your proposal and things like that. These are all graded, they all have marks. But what we do is we work with industry employers, industry partners, so to prepare you for job. So many of the projects that you do are from the real industry, are what wanted by the industry. You're going to work or do projects with the real employers. So, and then we don't just let you study all the time. We guaranteed at least 10 weeks work placement or internship for you at undergraduate level. And then industry accreditation. Well, you may not understand what is accreditation. Accreditation is programs like business, like marketing, they all have professional body. The professional body which we asked them, we invited them to come and look at our program and see, is this wanted? Is this syllabus very relevant to the industry? So they look at it and then they come and then they give us a lot of requirements. Then we have to make sure our students, as they study, they get industry exposure, we getting enough companies to come in and things like that. So one of the way we do it is through business clinic. I will explain to you later on what is business clinic, and is something very, very good, and which we help students to get job. Okay, and National Student Survey also rated us very, very well, top in Wales and things like that. So in short, what you can expect is there are a lot of hands-on at this university, a lot of project. So if you like something very hands-on, you like to deal with people, you like to work on projects, work on less theory kind of study, we are the one. Okay. So what we offer when it comes to business, we have business management, we have marketing, strategic digital marketing, procurement, logistics, supply chain management, MBA, and all this. So these are all under the family of business school. Okay. If you want to know in detail, let us know. We do year one, we do undergrad, we do postgrad study. So business school, for if you are a student who are from BTech, for example, we do top up. Okay, we do business top up, meaning if you see here, there are 5 bullet points here. So if you think, you are business students, you want to come on BTech student, you want to join us for final year and 3, okay, year 3 and 3, you can choose to go for accounting, finance, top up, business management, HR, logistics, marketing, and all this. So you have the options to specialize in areas in your final year and 3. And if you notice, as I mentioned just now, most of our courses are 100% coursework. So that means no formal exam. So there's no sit-down written exam, and then not all of this, some of this. And then for top-up, you still have to do exams, but many of the courses here, no exam. Okay? And then you will still be graded. So on your presentation, on your reports, on the way you write essays and things like that. So they all carry marks. Okay. So business school, business clinic, this is what we do. I mentioned just now, if you go to USW, come to USW, what you can expect is, especially we are Asians, we're very shy. We dare not go out to meet people and things like that. So what we do, university brings in clients. The clients are companies, big companies, small companies, medium-sized companies, the NGOs, the charity organizations. We bring them into the university. So we want you to learn how to become a consultant. Next time when you go become a boss, you become an employer, or you work over with people, a consultant help people to solve problems. So we want you to learn, go through this process. You don't have to go out, we bring the companies in, okay? So this is what we do. And then, so you can work in a group of 3 to 4. It's on voluntary basis, means we hope you can volunteer yourself to help out in this consultancy clinic. And you may have friends from marketing, you may have friends from logistics, and you may be a business management student, and then there's accounting student. So you all form in a group of 3 to 4, and then you start revisiting the organization, communicate the problem, do research, and then give feedback. So this is a whole process. We want a student to engage, because when you finish your study, you go to work. Shamin, when you go to work, this is the what employer wants to see. You have problem-solving skills, you are able to do projects, you have experience working on projects, and it helps our students to get job in the UK. Okay, so when you finish your study, I keep mentioning about employer, about giving you experience, about jobs and all this. Why? Because when you finish your study, even if you just come for 1 year, okay, you can stay in the UK to work you can stay in the UK to work for at least 2 years. This is the UK new rules. You go to UK if you just going for, even it's just 1 year. So the rule said, if you go to UK for a minimum of 1 year study, you get to stay in the UK for at least 2 years. So that 2 years, you can do any kind of job. There's no hour limit like 20 to 40 just now. You can do as many hours as you want to, whatever kind of job you want to. But that is a time we hope students slowly find a company who wants to sponsor their work visa. Okay, so this is why we have this business clinic. Okay. And if you want to learn about marketing, we have marketing as well. And why I especially mention marketing here is we are the only university in the whole UK with 3 professional bodies accrediting our program, triple accreditation. So there's in the whole UK, there are only one university with this special status. So that tells you it is a super, super hands-on program. There's no exam if you do marketing program. Okay, we guarantee you placement if you want to. We guarantee you internship if you want to. Okay. So I'm going to move on to computing. Okay, and then we talk about engineering. Then we will talk about scholarships. So computing at USW is designed not only with the industry, but we actually get professional from the industry to help and teach the students. So you are not going to learn about just theory computing knowledge, but you learn from people who are in the industry, the professionals from the industry who knows about what is going on in the computing field. Okay. And I'm going to just play this video. This is a new facility now in construction at the university. We call it a STEM building. So all the engineering, all the computing students and the science students are going to base here. So this one is still the designer's video, but it gives you an idea what we do in this campus. Okay. Okay, so that gives you an idea when you come this year, next year, and the following year, you're going to use our new facilities. Shemaine, You're going to use our facility, okay? It's a new one. I'm very looking forward to have this building up because when I was there in the UK, it was still under construction. And then we're going to launch it very, very soon. So in this building, we're going to offer science program, computing and engineering program. So we will talk about computing. Okay, so computing, we do computer science, we do computing, we do applied computing top-up, meaning the top-up is for students who do BTech or students who completed the degree halfway and then join us for final year. So this is what we do. But why come all the way to UK, to our university to do computing degree? Okay, I mentioned just now, industry ready. So we get the person who knows what is going on in the industry to come and teach you. So it's developed, it's not only written, the syllabus, the curriculum, it's not written by us only, but it's written together with people who are in the industry so that they let us know what we should include in our degree so our students are job ready. Okay. And then, And then the other thing is because we have award-winning expertise, we are Cyber University of the Year. So any one of you, if you want to learn about cybersecurity programs, let me know. And then I'll explain to you, okay? And then we do industry placement, meaning internships, which is embedded in your study. So if you come to UK to do degree, 3 years, year 1, year 2, and year 3. So your year 1 in the UK usually is a bit more theory than other years. Why? Because you have got no knowledge about computing, about engineering. What we do, we have to give you the knowledge, the history, the context, and things like that. In your year 2, you spend half of the time study, half of your time in the industry. We have to let you try your knowledge, test your knowledge in the industry, in companies. Final year, you do projects in the industry as well, but you're going to also finish on your final year project. So, but then your final year project is very relevant because you have tested in the industry before in year 2. Okay, this is what we do. So next time when our students finish their work, finish their study, when they go for work, they already know what the industry wants. Okay, this again help them to get jobs in the UK. Okay. Next, very quickly, we're going to go into engineering at the university. We have a short video to talk about it. Engineering-wise, we do different kinds of engineering, from the traditional one, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, civil engineering. Also, we have some specialized one like aerospace, like aircraft maintenance, like built environment. So I'm going to let you have a look at the video. So in a summary, this is what we do. You heard about, but then she was talking about aircraft maintenance. She was talking about aerospace. You heard about someone lecturers talking about mechanical, about electrical, about civil engineering. So this is what we do in a summary. We do from the bottom ones, the bottom three, they are the traditional ones. Okay, and the top three are the specialist one. So if you want to know more, let me know, and then I will explain later on separately. But under aerospace, there are aerospace engineering, there are aircraft maintenance. So they all have different branches. So this is the big umbrella of engineering degrees. And yes, rockets, anyone interested in rockets? Because in our university, we do something very special. We have a rocketry society. So we work with students on voluntarily basis, students who are to design. It can be students from mechanical, students from electrical, from photography, from other areas who wants to go into the designing and make how to see how, and how to construct rockets from scratch and make it shoot up into the sky. Okay, so I have one very short video. So this pretty much tells you, but this is just an a la carte and just an extension to what we do in engineering. But it gives you an idea if you come and do engineering with us, what can you expect? Okay, a quick one. Okay, that pretty much conclude background about the university. Okay, now I'm going to move something towards about the university when it comes to how to get in, how to get an offer. For University of South Wales, we still, if you want to apply, we need your academic qualification. We need, of course, your English qualification. And this is the kind of fees you expect. Three things when it comes to tuition fees. Number one, tuition fees and scholarships. Number one is, so for example, if you come and do a business degree, so the fees is £15,850. The first one. Oops. Okay, so you see the fees is the first row. All right, so the question that you need to ask the university is, do they fix the tuition fees? Meaning we lock the tuition fees across. So we don't increase Of course, as a university, we increase every year, but we lock your tuition fees on the year you join us. So 15,850 all the way until you finish your study. That is number one. So some university, they don't have this policy. They increase every year, you pay every year on the increased amount. Number two, scholarships. So we give you scholarships every year of your study. So you don't have to apply. If you meet the entry requirements, every year you get 2,500 scholarships, okay? Until you finish your study, guaranteed. So when you minus this one with this one, you get 13,350. That leads you the questions number 3. So if you want to pay, so in the questions you ask the university is, do you have installment plans? Installment is like a credits here in your country, meaning if you buy a house, a car, for example, you pay to bank every month. Okay, so then that one comes with interest, means your parents have to pay more to the bank. But in the UK universities, some universities like us, we allow you to pay your tuition fees into small payments. Okay, so you can pay your tuition fees in 7 times installments, 7 small payments, no interest. Okay, so and then if you do a master's, postgraduate degree, your fees here, you can pay in 10 times, 10 payments. Okay, so this is 3 things you need to remember. We lock your tuition fees, we give scholarships every year, and then you can pay your tuition fees in small payments. Okay, so that is about fees and scholarships. So the next thing I want to share with you is something new we recently introduced. It is called early cast scholarships. Remember, just now we were talking about your scholarship is 2005. So if you receive your offer letter, met all conditions, and your offer turns unconditional, meaning you met all the conditions already, then you accept the offer and become cast ready. Okay, cast ready meaning you are ready to accept to get a visa letter by 31st of May. Okay, or 31st of October for next year intake student, and we will upgrade your tuition fees from 2,005 to 3,005 every year. Okay, so meaning to say you have all your documents ready before 31st of May for September intake, or 31st of October for January, February intake. January, February usually is master's program, the postgraduate program, and some undergrad program, a few only. Okay, so if you are ready for those by 31st May or 31st of October, we will upgrade your scholarships automatically. So meaning from here, it will be now, if you do a 3 years program, 2005, that is 7,005 in total scholarships. But if you get 3,000, then it will become 9,000 in total, because 3,000 times 3 years. So it will become 9,000 pounds scholarships in total. Okay. And then the next one, we just launched it 2 days ago. It's called Southeast Asian Postgraduate Excellence Scholarships. So it is for students who come and apply to do masters with us. So it's 2,000 pounds. Okay. For students who do very, very well and want to apply to do our postgraduate program, our master's program. Their CGPA must be 3.5 and above. Okay, so but this one, the deadline is very close, it's on the 2nd of May. We need a student to do a reel on TikToks, on Facebook, to show us why they choose that university, that program to study at USW. Okay, about 90 seconds of that. So 60 to 90 seconds. So we want students to show us why, okay? And then the best students, they get a 6,000 pounds. Okay, so if we are looking at a degree, a master's program is about 16,000. If you take away 6,000, your master's is only about 11,000 pounds. And we are public university in the UK. So public in the university we don't collect other fees, no registration fees, facilities fees, or resources fees, and all this. It's just whatever that you see is either 13,500, 13,700, or 14,400. So whatever fees that you see, that is the net fees. Okay. So last one. So that was Tom, who will be in a panel when we select um, the winners. So I'll be in the panel as well. So if you want to know more in detail, let me know or let EVS know, and then they'll come to me. I'll share the details on the terms and condition and all this. We actually shared with them before. You can actually get from EVS about the information, okay, of how to enroll into, how to participate in these excellent scholarships, okay? So now go back to very quickly the last 2 pages. So we're talking about living expenses and rent and all this. So just now, remember, I was talking about you 1 week, you do 20 hours. And because 1 hour is £10. So you 1 week can earn £200. So if you stay in a university, this is on-campus accommodation. It is more expensive to stay in university. Western is always like that. Stay in uni is more expensive. So if you stay in university 1 month, okay, monthly, you're going to look at 600 to 800 pounds. Okay, but if you do part-time jobs, you would be able to cover. Next time, if you move out to private accommodation, you will see your living expenses actually goes down. Because as I mentioned, to stay outside is cheaper than you stay in university. So next time you will still, let's say you still work 1 month, 80 hours, 800 pounds, but you're going to spend less. So you get more savings. So this is how it looks like. This amount is including of your rent, food, others, if you play sports, printing, SIM card, and things like that. So we're looking at about 500, 550, 600. Normally, students spend about 500 to 550 a month. So you get to save another 200 pounds with your part-time jobs. So I was talking to a Burmese student just 2 days ago. So her name is Y. So Y went to our university to study a master's, and she do part-time jobs. She said it's very safe. She find it very safe, studied and stayed there. People are very kind, very, very, very polite. And then she do part-time jobs. She says she's one week working, she can earn, and then she can actually save a lot of money. So she's saving. Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that. And she actually, I wanted to post what she said, but unfortunately, I changed to a new phone and my history is gone. But the next round, I redo my slides. I'm going to add whatever she has mentioned. So if you wish to speak to a Burmese student in our university, also feel free to request. I'm very happy to share their contact because they do like the university very well. They also appreciate living expenses is very low. The lecturers are very friendly, things like that. Okay, so I have left my QR code there. That's my Viber contact. If you wish to know more, if you have more questions, please feel free to contact me. Okay, my name is Yee Pey. All right, and so now we're going to open it for Q&A. So do you have let me see. Is there questions? Is there questions on the ground? I will share this page, okay? On marketing, digital marketing, MBA. Okay. So we have marketing. Marketing is a degree. Okay, let me do screen share. Mm, mm. I will share the link later on with in the chat group. So the keyword is doing this one. So we have marketing degree. Share this one first in the chat box. Okay, open it so that you can who is asking about that? Good afternoon. Yeah, from Liam. I heard the university. Yes, we do that. Yeah, okay. I'll come to you on that, Liam. So, Papa Teen, okay. So this is what we do. Wait. Okay, so marketing, we have two programs. So when you open it later on, you get to, I always like to encourage students to read, because by reading, you understand what that university offer. Do I get a good feel about that university? Okay, so have a read. This is the accreditation I mentioned, meaning when you finish your study next time, in your name card, there are 3 professional bodies. So if you go further down, let's see if we come into marketing. There are 3 professional body accredited. Look at this one, accredited. So we have CIM, we have PRCA, which is the PR and Communications Association in the UK, and Institute of Data and Marketing. So these are very important, meaning you are a professional member of CIM, you're a professional member of PRCA and the IDM. So you mingle, you are part of those elite people who are all professional members. So it helps you with your connection in your marketing field next time. So if you come into the page, you can actually to Lin Sri, can you please yeah, thank you. So you can actually foresee yourself into become a marketing communication specialist, digital marketer, account manager, copywriter, event manager, branding, and all this. But you are surrounded by people who are professional members for CIM, PRCA, and IDM. Okay, so that is one. And then, so if you come across some highlights, okay, I will, if you come to the module, so overall, year 1, year 2, year 3, going to very specialized learning about marketing. So year 1, hence more theory, and year 2, we are going to put you to work in the real industry. So you see courses like marketing employment experience. Okay. Again, year 3, we put you out to do consultancy project. So this is what you can expect when you studied. Go to course highlights, what you learn. So from creating infographics to break down marketing concepts in your first year to building digital marketing skills, portfolio, it's all very hands-on, prepares you to work directly in the industry when you finish your subject. And then the assessment is varied, and then there's no exam. Okay, the coursework means that your exam, your assignments include reports, presentation. So you are going to also get to try out video production and all this. So if you come to this one, go to placement. Placement is your internship. Okay, so we prioritize in real world experience. So in your year 2, you go on to work for at least 10 weeks, not up to 10 weeks, yeah? And then you get to test your theories, see whether it works or not, okay? And then we have business school, we have we have guest lectures, field trips, internships, and all this. So our students last time, they also work in London, the branding agencies, the NHS, which is equivalent to your health ministry, and then charities and housing associations. They have different lots of industry exposure. Facilities, this is the business clinic I just mentioned. Okay, if you go further down, employability is also very important. So this one, when you read, as you read, keep reading, then you understand, you have a feel of what you can imagine yourself next time when you finish your study, okay? Or students work for BMW graduate scheme, they have worked for other companies graduate scheme, and then industry partners, what we do, where you can go on to, okay? By joining the only marketing degree, join the only marketing degree in the UK to be recognized by the 3 industry professional body. So you can join to become the program, work towards any level of certificate and things like that. So just keep reading. So that is our marketing. And then if you go on to postgraduate, that is strategic digital marketing. So a strategic digital marketing is at postgraduate, a master's level. So usually students will start with marketing first because you want to learn all skills, the digital, the branding, everything. You want to learn skills that prepares you for job. So when you go on to masters, then you specialize in digital, okay? Again, PRCA 3 professional accreditation, the subjects will be very different, okay? Your skills, career pathway, more or less the same, I would say, but you're more specialized this time because everything that you do is about digital branding, digital marketing, okay? And so this is the subjects that you're going to learn. Course highlights, okay? We have assessment, there is no exam. You'll be assessed based on your presentation, your reports, Exams are not part of the assessment, but online assessments can be. Online assessment meaning if you want to become a professional member for CIM, for PRCA, for IDM, they maybe want you to take 1 or 2 tests. Just finish it and then you are professional member, okay? Placement is the internships and things like that, okay? So MBA. So our MBA is a little bit different. Let me use this one. So business and management. So here we have a summary of what we do. So student asked me about MBA. So we have 2 types. We have MBA Global. We have MBA and MBA Global. MBA is 1 year study. MBA Globals are 2 years study. So both also no need work experience. So if you both also no exam, 100% coursework. So if you come for just MBA, then you will be like other university students. But if you do MBA Global, 2 years, 1 year study, 1 year work. So it gives you a lot of experience. So that 1 year work, you are going to, your work depends on your specialization. You can specialize in entrepreneurship, specialize in finance, hospitality management, specialize in HR, marketing. The 1 year work, 1 year study, 1 year work. The work specialize, you do based on your specialized work, your specialized study. So either HR, logistic, okay, marketing, for example. So, but the fees for when you compare this one and the 1 year and 2 year studies, it's only £1,000 different. But because MBA Global is 2 year study, you get to split your fees in 2 years. And then every year you can pay in 10 times. So it's very, very good for students who want to pay less or spread out their payment, but spend more time in the UK. Okay, that meaning if you do MBA in the UK, your visa is 1 year, your part-time job is 1 year. But if you go to UK for MBA Global, your visa is 2 years because your study is 2 years, meaning your part-time jobs you get spent to earn for 2 years. Okay, so so that is about the program for let me also copy this management. Okay, 14. What if we don't have IGCSE? Papa team. Can I share with everyone? Okay. Who's did I share just now? Okay. No, I'm going to slowly go under to Luna. Luna, you said, what if you don't have IGCSE? If you can tell me, IGCSE is more to accept your English. So we can accept IGCSE English first or second language. But if you don't have, it is okay. We will let you take a test you take IELTS, for example, if you want to, or you can later, when we sign up in EVS, we can actually allow you all to take our English test in EVS, okay, which is free. Liam, okay, nursing. Okay, we have a nursing program, but the reason why I pull it up from my slides, it's because we are still waiting we have a government funded, meaning the Welsh government paid for your degree to study the nursing program. But we need we need students who have got no, meaning to say you cannot already finish a degree and then come and do our nursing degree again. You need to be a high school student or finish your matriculation, finish your A-levels, for example, then join us for our nursing start from year 1. So the nursing is fully funded, fully sponsored by the Welsh government. You don't have to pay a single cent. On top of it, every year you get £1,000 living expenses from the Welsh government. Okay, so that is very good one. In return, so 3 years you get it free. 2 years later, when you finish your study, you have to work in the Welsh government, work in the Ministry of Health, in hospitals, in the clinics and things like that. So you have to work, means bond for 2 years. So that 2 years, you don't have to pay tuition fees. The 3 years, you already don't have to pay tuition fees. The 2 years, you get paid. You get about, at the moment, it's about £29,000 a year. It's a lot of money. So as to do nursing program, to be a nurse. So you get a registered nurse status, meaning next time you will just want to stay in the UK, go ahead, because this is why you're here on that program. 3 years study free, 2 years in return. You get to work in the UK, you get paid, and then next time just stay in the UK if you wish to, because in the UK there is a shortage of nurses. Okay, but Liam, in order to come, I am hoping, one thing, we want students with good results. Number 2, we want students with passion. Because only with passion you can stay very long on the program. And the job is a lot of dirty jobs. We need students with passion. Then I can bring you through the interview. We're going to do interviews, and if you love the job, then if you have the passion, then I can help you to proceed to the next steps. But if some students, they want to come because it is free, then it is very hard, because they wouldn't pass the interview because it doesn't speak from the heart. Okay. No worries, Papa team. And Shine, would like to know about BA Accounting Finance. Very good. From ACC, I have been nearly finished. Good. Okay. Shine, if you can, I don't know how much time we have, but if you can get in touch with me, I'm going to leave my, I'm going to leave my number here. Okay, please contact me for whoever that, or leave me a message. Because I'm very happy with all the questions, very good questions, but I worry I don't have enough time to tell everyone, but we can always do a separate sessions later on. So ACCA Applied Skills, we have ACCA only. So Shine, you have got 2 options. You can carry on to do after your skills paper. You can carry on to do your our year 2 accounting finance, then 2 years, and then complete your professional papers, or you can just come and do our ACCA program. So we have ACCA professional level papers. Okay, so that is very cheap, about £6,850 for 4 papers. Let me know if you want to know more. Why ACCA? Why we are good in ACCA is because in the UK, like you are doing ACCA program. ACCA in the worldwide, there's so many institutions teaching ACCA. But how do ACCA know who is better, who is teaching good, who is not so good? So they will see students who completed or passed the exam from that institution. So the highest status that we get, ACCA give to an institution is platinum status, and then gold is either platinum or gold. Platinum is always higher. So we are the only university in the whole UK with platinum status, public university. We are the only one, meaning our students' passing rate is very good and our lecturers are super good. Okay, because we have to maintain that status for the university. Okay, so if you want to know more, please contact me on Viber, on WhatsApp, or on email, and then I'll explain to you. Okay, in detail if you wish to know more about, how the calendar, because it's very technical, how you have 4 papers later on. Because if you finish your skill paper, knowledge skill, if you finish your skill paper, you don't have to do accounting, finance, Shine. Go on to the last step directly to do your professional papers. And that will be the fastest way and the cheapest way for you to go to UK, for you to settle down in the UK. This is how most of the Malaysians do, because you only have to pay about £6,000. Okay, let's make it rounded to £7,000. You only have to pay £7,000 to finish the 4 papers, settle in the UK. Many of our graduates are working in the UK. But contact me, okay? We'll talk about it later on. Betty, I'd like to know details requirement about scholarships of first year of business major. Can I apply with the high school? You can use your high school. Yes, you can use your international foundation program. We can accept foundation program to come and study in our first year. So it depends. So we will take equivalent. If your foundation is CGPA equivalent, then we will take CGPA equivalent to review your application. So very straightforward for us when it comes to scholarships. We don't look at your results to see how much you get. We give you your scholarships because we give you your scholarships because because of your nationality. Okay? We give you your scholarship because of your nationality. So you are from Southeast Asian, automatically you get 2005. If you meet the 2 requirements, means your IFP or your A-levels or your O-levels or your matriculation, for example. If you meet the academic requirement, and if you meet the English requirement, or English can come later if your IELTS is not there yet, is not ready yet. So if we will assess your first requirement. If you meet that, automatically you will see 2005 in your offer letter. And when we give you, you can see here, it is every year. You don't have to maintain your results for year 2 and year 3 because we have the special allocation for you. It's called Chancellor International Development Scholarship. Okay, so it's automatically given to you. And if you meet conditions, even earlier, you don't get 2005, you get 3000 every year. Okay. Deadlines for masters. And to oh, my daughter is singing. Okay, so the deadline for master's application depends on intake. We have September intake. September intake in the UK is a major intake. Every courses, all programs are available in the UK. We have another intake in February. So February deadline is not out yet. That will be around end of October, I think. So for September intake, our deadline, if I remember correctly, is around early July. Okay, early July. So don't wait until your results, all transcripts come, then only you apply. If you are already in your final semester, you can start to apply to EEBS already. Because we are public university, apply is free, application is free. You can apply, get the free offer, put it aside. Then usually the offer will be conditional offer, means subject to you completing your master's, subject to you meeting IELTS requirement or whatever is that. So you get a conditional offer in hand and then slowly work on meeting the conditions, then you get unconditional offer. Okay, so I mentioned September intake, I mentioned January, February intake. They all falls under the same academic year. So the tuition fees are the same. Okay. If you want to apply full or partial scholarships or MBA 1 year, what do I need to prepare? We don't have full scholarships, okay, but definitely you get partial scholarships. As I mentioned, 10, you don't need to what do you need to prepare if you are just like other students? Let me reshare again. Yeah. So if you are like other university students, other students, your MBA, for example, 69, your MBA is 14,004. The MBA Global, you see the first one, MBA Global, 2 years. This is the 1 year. The tuition fees is only different by £1,000. This 15,400 is two years, yeah. Already not times 2. Is when you pay is divided by 2 because 1 year you're going to pay 7,000 something, and that 1 year fees can split into 10 payment. So whereas if you do just an MBA, okay, 1 year, this is 14,400 split in 10 times. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So in order to be eligible for 2005, all you need is your passport. We will need to see where you come from. That's it. Then you get that. But if you want to go for this one, 10, we need you to do a video, very short one, 30 to 90 seconds, to tell us why do you want to come to this university. I've got bullet points for you. So you can so that gives you an idea. So it's all in the terms and conditions here. Maybe I will just share here. It's here. I will share in the chat box. For not Leon, that is okay. For others who want to know about how to qualify for these postgrad scholarships, feel free to have a look at the terms and conditions. It's not hard. All we need to do is just the what do we call it? The video, okay, a creative video. Let me see. Leon, wait. I saw questions. Fiona says, I would like to know about scholarships. What qualification do we need? I'm interested in computer science. I repeat again, Fiona, 2 requirements, academic and English. Okay, academic, it depends if you come for a master's, and then we look at your degree. If you want to study degree, then we look at your high school, we look at your, if you do a foundation, then the latest qualification, okay? And then we always refer to the latest qualification that you get. And the scholarships is, we give it, okay, put it this way. In the UK, there are 2 types of scholarships. Merit scholarships, meaning they look at your results. So usually merit scholarships is given to you on yearly basis, one-off, meaning you only get it 1 time. Okay, year 2, year 3, you have to pay full tuition fees again. That is merit scholarships. But we don't do merit scholarships. We do country scholarships. Ours is country scholarships. This is country scholarships, meaning it look at your nationality. You are Burmese students, automatically every year you get 2005. Okay? Yes, Pio Hantut. So Pio Hantut. Scholarships includes masters and MBA and everyone. Okay, everyone gets the same scholarships. Starts from 2005. If you, as I mentioned, You meet the requirement, we can upgrade to £3,000. Okay, meet the deadlines. And Liam, nice meeting you. I think university nursing program, I think I understand that, right? Okay, the nursing is okay, to go back to your question, I answer half, I didn't answer half. So this program is fully sponsored, fully scholarships. Yes, you can do part-time jobs. Your visa is 3 years. All 3 years you can do part-time jobs. Okay, and it is only available for undergrad. UK, we don't do master's nursing. Okay, it's undergrad nursing. How about medical pathway? We don't do medical. We don't do we have one, but that is a little special. So you get scholarships as well. I will share with you later on. Okay, since no other questions, so I'll go back to I's question. Yeah. Let me think of the name of the program. USW, is it called health? Health, what course is that? Science. Medical science, yes, medical sciences. So we have a program, which I'm going to also share in the chat box. This is the program. It's called medical sciences. So feel free to have a read. International students can apply as well. So this one is a lot more cheaper than doing an MBBS. Okay, so what happened is, let me say it is yes, look at the second one, a springboard to medicine. So it is a feeder program to Cardiff Medical School in Cardiff University. Okay, so meaning every year when you finish a study, is it mentioned here? Okay, we are one of the only feeder for Cardiff University's graduate entry medicine course. So you finish our 3 years, you get to go into Cardiff University for a master's level to do your continue your medicine program. Okay, and then you're going to go home with a master's. So it's perfect foundation proceeding for graduate entry. So into Cardiff University. So you finish our 3 years, it brings you into entry to Cardiff University's medical school. Okay, so we feed the students there. So have a read, and then the course highlight, and then top ranking in so medical science is top in Wales for teaching, and international options. You are pre-qualified for advanced entry into SABA and AUA international medical schools overseas. And then the subjects, usually the subjects that you do are pretty much the same like MBBS students, except that fees is a lot cheaper. And then it feeds you into Cardiff University. Okay, and then work placement. This is what you can expect. You get to work, studying, and you will complete professional placement from year 1. Okay, even from year 1, we're going to put you to work in professional placement, right? And then in your year 2, with a medical placement in your year 2. Okay, so this is what you can expect. Okay, have a read. Okay, and then you should also choose to progress your academic route to master's degree and PhD. Industry partners. Okay, this one also gives you a very good, so the anatomical dissection room at Cardiff University is used for so you can have so the few things that I just show you are the graduate careers, industry partners. These are what you can expect when you're studying with us. So every year we reserve 10 places for students to join Cardiff Medical School, okay, in Cardiff University. So this is what you can expect. Okay, tuition fees wise is all the same. If I don't know where you want to do a screenshot, a few pages for you to screenshot. Maybe this one, if you want to do a screenshot of this page, so you refresh your memory, and then do a screenshot of this one, okay? And do a screenshot of this one, okay? Excellent scholarships, and then do a screenshot of, sorry, this one. This one is everyone get it, okay? 2005 at least as a basic, every year you get it from the University of Southeast. No need to apply. If you see you meet the entry requirements, automatically you get these offers scholarships, okay? If you quickly meet the requirement, then we upgrade from 2005 to 3,000 pounds, okay? So you get from 7,005 in total to 9,000 pounds in total. Clear? So as I mentioned, I left my contact. Please contact me if you have questions, my email and all this. The fastest way I think is maybe this one. Okay, if you screenshot this one and then scan the QR, then you can get in touch with me on Viber. Okay, so we are almost 1.5, was it 2 hours? 1.5 hours from now. So if you have, do you have more questions to ask? If not, we can end here, and then I'm sure some of you will contact me later on. And yeah, this is where you can find me. Okay, Suk, are you there?
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you for your
problem.
presentation.
No problem, So thanks a lot. Thanks everyone for your questions. Very good questions. And then as I mentioned, anytime you have questions, text me, okay? Or email me, up to you.
ကျောင်းသားတွေအနေနဲ့မေးစရာ question လေးရှိသေးလားရှင်။မရှိတော့ဘူးဆိုလို့ရှိရင် webinar လေးကိုတင်လိုက်ပါတော့မယ်ရှင် Okay, yeah, thank you for your presentation and thank you for your time.
No problem. So thank you everyone. We shall see again. Okay? Bye.
Maybe not.
Can we leave the meeting or shall we wait for everyone? I can leave the meeting now, yeah?
Yeah, thank you for your try. Yes.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.